I took him in for some standard blood work and they called me back within 30 minutes saying rush him to the closest emergency room, and then we got brought up from South Haven via ambulance up here to Bronson in Kalamazoo, and we spent the next 14 nights here in the hospital and just lots of different things, surgeries, chemos, just multiple aspects to get him on the mend. We are here because Caden here was diagnosed with leukemia back on February 13th. I couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, as a mom, you never want to see your child go through this. And a lot of people think the bigger the hospital, the better. But I've been very pleased with the atmosphere here. I mean, it's family. The nurses, the doctors, the residents, I mean, they treat him like they are one of his own, and I couldn't be more appreciative of that aspect.
I spoke to his parents about his diagnosis, and at that time I told them that even though this is the most common form of cancer in kids, it's also one of the most treatable and thankfully one of the most curable. And those cures have occurred in the past 10 to 20 years due to parents' participations in our clinical trials, which we offer through the Children's Oncology Group. After discussing the trial with the parents, they did elect to be enrolled upon that trial, and Caden received his first 3 months of standard chemotherapy. It was somewhat eventful for them, and they were unfortunately here in the hospital probably more than they wished, but through the whole time he did very, very well, and always when he felt better returned to the playful self that you see. One of the beauties of being on a clinical trial is that we can offer experimental options to see if we can improve upon our curability rates. And in the trial that Caden is on, he is enrolled in the experimental part and was assigned to receive one of the newer immunotherapy treatments that we hope will add to our historical treatment to even cure more and more kids who have what he has. So I'm very optimistic about his long-term future. I am happy that he's going to soon be over the most intense part of his therapy, and it's a joy to work with them.
Our first day was 14 nighs. I mean, and he was able to go to a playroom that was supported by the community to be able to have a sense of a childhood still. And just to know that we are supported, like the outpouring of support from other families that you come to meet in the, on the floor, things like that. I mean, it's amazing. It truly is. It's heartwarming. I think another great thing too is normalcy almost, the mental aspect. I know some children have to go from one hospital to another just because of whatever, but I think that him coming in and having a feeling of, these are my friends. He has no fear when he comes in because he knows his child life team, he knows the nurses. I mean, they're just truly it gives him that mental stability as well on top of what he's going through. Caden has hit remission. We did get that news about a month ago. He has about 30 more hard weeks of the intense chemo period before we go into the maintenance cycle. So he's definitely been much better now, right now, from the trial medication compared to a chemo.